Hey man, what it is, this is Deem and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $2, $1,000, $2,000. Everything is much appreciated. I appreciate everybody who be showing love, and supporting. You feel me? Um, I want to talk about y'all know what's been going on, man. Y'all seen me going crazy, man. I know everybody that's synced it. I appreciate everybody for all the support in the comments, riding with your boy. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what I came here to talk about. I want to give a shout out to a certain YouTube channel. They showed me love, man, hit me up in the DMs, very unexpected, but I appreciate that, Brody. So if you listening, thank you. You feel me for the sound advice and giving me your perspective. You feel me? And shout out to my supporters, man, who hit me in the DMs or called me and really was like, just let me know how they feel, let me know what they think about me, myself, and just things that they their perspective and is truly, truly, truly is appreciated. But the difference between me and everybody else, y'all, is I don't lie on Devin ever. I do not lie on Devin Haney to big up Gervontadavis. That's the difference between me and these other guys out here on YouTube. And they don't like that I draw a line in the sand. I don't care who you are. If I feel as though you lie on fighters or you give narratives and you know that they are narratives, you know that they are lies, and you continue to run with that. I don't even care if we got the same other fighters that we like in common. I can't rock with you. That's just me. That's Deem. I'm sorry, these other dudes want to be cool and want to sit up there and push narratives and do whatever it is that they do. That's fine. I'm just not going to partake in that. Y'all ain't never heard me talk about Devin Haney gun case. Never. Y'all ain't never heard me talk about Devin Haney in there with P. Diddy. Never. Y'all ain't never heard me come at Devin Haney about being on snack program with Victor Conte. Y'all don't hear me make that kind of content. Y'all ain't never seen that from me. Y'all don't never hear me crying for Loma, even though I think Loma won. Y'all don't never let me, I don't never even let nobody go and be running with that like Loma got robbed. Loma took off that 12th round. I don't care what the copy box numbers say or whatever. I got eyes. And Devin was being dominant in the first beginning of the fight. So and there was a couple swing rounds in between. It is what it is at that point. So y'all don't hear me diminish any of Devin Haney's accomplishments. Like he's not undisputed. Like he's not a top pound for pound guy. Like Devin Haney, if he go and be undisputed at 140, now you have to put him in the top two, top three, top four best fighters in the world. You have to. Y'all don't hear me talk about nothing negative on Devin Haney. Y'all hear me address the lies and the stuff that him and his team put out. Him and the YouTube channels that support him put out. That's all I do. And that's why guys got a problem with me. That's why guys are wary of me because I'm not going to let it slide. I'm not going to be nice because I feel as though guys that are doing these things are hurting boxing. If you're going to put up a stat about what Devin Haney did at 24, make sure it's universal, like he really accomplished that at 24 over others. Because Ryan Garcia, the guy he's about to fight, did 1.2 million at 24. So if you're going to use Devin's stats at 24 to make it seem like, well, Gervonta and Earl and Floyd, they didn't do this at 24, but you know who did? The guy he is about to fight that they are struggling to make this fight happen. And so what is the point of even putting that stat out? Because another guy that he is about to fight did more than that at that age, and y'all struggling to make this fight sell and everything like that. So what is null and void? It means nothing. You only did, these channels are only doing this to big up Devin Haney, and anybody with eyes can see it. First time me and manager Marty ever really went at it was over Errol Spence. Y'all know how much I love Earl. Y'all know Earl, my guy. But I don't care that he's hurt. I don't care it may be something wrong with him. I don't care about Bud being on snack programs and all that. I don't care about none of that. Once that bell says ding ding, if it wasn't no dirty test, if I don't have nothing substantial to say that this was wrong with you, no injury reports, no nothing like Shakur Stevenson did with knockout and everything boxing when he said that he had his hand injury and all that and showed proof of it. Okay, I'm still on you because you shouldn't have gotten a ring if you knew you was hurt, because now you cheating the fans and we gotta buy that. And I love Shakur. Y'all know Shakur's my guy, but he do things that I don't like and I have to address and be consistent, because that's when people call you fanboy. But it seemed like they want us to criticize Gervonta for things that I don't even think he's doing wrong. Why would I criticize Gervonta for saying that? The, like I said, guys mad at me because I said that it's asinine to say that Gervonta Davis got to fight Devin Haney at 140 with no rehydration clause, no catch weights, no nothing, and fight him in San Francisco. Y'all, don't that sound like Devin Haney would be the A side at that point? Ain't that what it sounds like? When does the B side get to dictate the weight class and what arena they fighting at? And what? Come on now, you can't do that to Canelo. We're not asking nobody else to do that with the other guys that's been the face of boxing. You couldn't do that with Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd couldn't do that. You can't do that with Canelo. Tell him where we gonna fight at, what weight class we gonna fight at, what size the gloves gonna be, what size the ring gonna be. You don't get to dictate that to him. Come on, y'all. And that's why people don't like Dean. And I get it and I understand, because I'm too real for YouTube. Earl is my man, but once it say ding ding, I don't care what's wrong with you. You know what's wrong with you. You shouldn't have entered that fight if you wasn't 100%. Forget what everybody else says. You know that if you weren't 100%, it's a good chance you was going to lose the Terence Crawford. Forget what people think about you backing out. I'd rather you think I'm crazy. We reset the match. I'm 100% beat the guy, or don't have it be as one-sided as it was, because once that is in people's head, that is in people's head. It's just like in basketball and football. Once you go out on that field, you out on that field hurt. Listen, man, Jalen Hurts was basically hurt all season. They still was talking crazy about the Eagles and saying we underachieved in the whole nine. Yes, deservingly so. So y'all don't never hear me speak ill on Devin as far as what he has accomplished, what he could possibly accomplish. Y'all have heard me say I want Devin to go to 140 and become undisputed. Dudes was giving me harsh times about me talking about telling Devin to drop the belts. What did Devin do? Drop the belts. We knew he wasn't fighting at 135. They get mad at me for predicting and I be right. I was called the hater because I said that Devin is going to fight Ryan Garcia next. I was called the hater. Dean, you wanted to see that? I'm just telling y'all what's going to happen. I was the first person on YouTube to predict that, and exactly what happened. Listen, so am I a hater now? Because now it's actually in fruition. I told y'all Ryan Garcia was playing possum. Ryan Garcia is not going to back out of this fight. I told y'all that. If he does that, his career is over. I told y'all that. He's just the corny dude who don't know, he overdo it. And corny dudes always overdo something. We know that. They always overdo it. Like these Devin Haney channels be out here overdoing it. That be my whole problem. Shakur Stevenson, my guy, I won't lie for him and say that you better stop calling Gervonta Davis' name if you want to sign a 3-4 fight deal with Top Ranking. You know personally you were standing right next to Bob Arum when he said he is not making a fight with Gervonta Davis unless he comes to Top Rank. So I don't want to hear you complaining. Everybody called us haters, but then Shakur Stevenson asked everybody to stop calling Gervonta Davis a duck, saying he's scared, putting narratives out on Gervonta Davis. And Shakur Stevenson asked that. But I've been saying it, and other YouTube channels has been saying it for a while now. And but we get called haters. We get called haters for it. And then the boxer come out and say the same thing. I've never lied on Devin Haney. I address what him and 40 mil Bill say. And what they say about other fighters that is not true. One thing I won't do for Devin that I won't do for the rest of them is lie on him. The minute one of these other boxers tell a lie on Devin, y'all gonna hear me address it. Just like I sat up there and told Richardson Hitchison, you better keep your mouth shut after them 2 performances you had with Zepeda and Lemos. You can't beat Devin Haney. Leave Devin Haney name out your mouth. You need more work. That is me giving Devin credit. Y'all don't never see me sit up there and push a narrative. Y'all know I like Errol Spence more than Bud. Bud is my guy. I like Bud more in the ring. But just as a whole, I like Errol Spence. That's my dude. And I was going hard for Bud Crawford as far as I don't know what he's doing or what he ain't doing. What I do know is the bell said ding ding, and it's Errol Spence's responsibility to make sure he could defend himself in there against Bud Crawford the way he was running his mouth. Earl knew he was with Snack. Earl knew that he'd been out 15 months. Earl knew that this was the biggest fight of his life. Anybody would have known he was injured, himself, he would have known he was injured. I'm not giving you no excuses when you talk the way you talk, when you promote the way you promote it, and then you go in there and you get demolished until I see proof and other things otherwise to say differently. Then that's what I'm going with. Period. Y'all didn't hear me push Stephen Foden, my guy from Philly. I was hoping he won against Inouye, even though I like Inouye more. But when he lost, I'm not about to sit up there and make no excuses and talk about hand raps and this, that, and the third, and so forth. And so, listen, if it's good, if you think he hand rapping, you need to be hand rapping. What's good for the goose, good for the gander. You hear me? A lot of these dudes get mad at me because I don't lie. I don't push narratives. I refuse to do that for boxers. When Gervonta Davis was arguing with that judge, who was the main person sitting up there telling Gervonta to be quiet, to not keep doing that? You hit a pregnant lady. That's corny, dog. If she would have lost her baby, you would have been in jail. You was wrong for leaving the scene. You should have made sure that at least made sure she was okay. And then you go in the courtroom and don't even be apologetic about it when you was wrong. Y'all don't hear me defend Gervonta on that. If Gervonta would have fought Pitbull Cruz again, like y'all was saying, or Jose Venezuela, y'all know I was killing him. But he didn't do that. He did what Devin Haney fans asked him to do, was fight Frank Martin if he not going to fight Devin and Shakur. And then I'm supposed to kill him now because he fighting Frank Martin? He's not doing nothing I think he's wrong doing. If anything, he seemed like he maturing a lot and making better moves, if you ask me. So my bad that I won't push narratives or let people push narratives on other boxers because they want to be able to do that without saying something. When you put stuff out here into the public, when you put stuff on YouTube, people are allowed to feel however they want to feel about it. If you wanted to be private and you don't want no criticism about it, then you should have kept it in your own head. So y'all know what this is, man. Deem by any means. I don't lie on none of these YouTube channels. I don't do any of that, bro. That's the difference between me and them. It's funny. It's funny when y'all know how consistent I am. Everywhere y'all go, y'all know I don't go to no platform and disrespect them. So if somebody told you different, they a lie. Even Champ Side sat up there and said, "Yeah, you was loving the content." Champ Side, tell the whole story, bro. Tell the whole story. What the whole story is, I was loving the content and you was loving what I was saying. That's why we was cool. Don't act like I was just loving the content and you was just hating everything that I was saying. No, you was Tank biggest fan. You even admitted that Tank and Ryan fight got you 60 to 50,000 subscribers. These is all facts, bro. I don't got to lie on nobody. And as soon as I be the Deem that y'all all know from all different boxing platforms, but y'all know I'm not going to let people, when it comes to the Devin and these narratives, I'm going to say my piece about that without disrespect. Now I'm a clown and a crybaby and all that. No, I address disrespect head on. And maybe I'm a little too real for YouTube. That's okay. That's okay. But I just had to make it very clear. This is the difference between me and you. I don't lie for anybody. I don't push narratives. Y'all don't hear me tell Devin Haney, you got to go to 147 and fight Boots. You do not hear me make those type of videos. You do not hear me make videos about his gun case. You do not hear me make videos saying he's ducking Loma for a rematch. You do not hear me diminishing any of Devin Haney's accomplishments. Never. Give credit where credit is due. I'm just thorougher than these other dudes. It just is what it is. I stand on principle. I can't rock with no YouTube channel that push narratives. I don't care if we have other fighters in common. I don't care if he cool or whatever. He could be cool, but what he's doing is wrong. And it's hurting the sport. We can't complain about that we hate narratives and all of this stuff, but then we allow people to continue to push narratives and not say anything about it. Don't do it. If you don't want me saying nothing about it, don't do it. Don't make up stats that make Devin Haney look good, but try to make Gervonta Davis look bad. Then you wouldn't hear me say anything. Because then when I sit up there and say, okay, well, who's going to have the most pay-per-views by the age of 29? I'm wrong for saying that, right? Come on now, man. We got to be consistent all the way around the board. That's what's wrong with boxing right now. That's what's wrong with these belts and these sanctioning bodies and why everybody ducking block because rules seem to not apply. It only applies when we like somebody. But y'all know me. Y'all see me with Earl. Y'all see me out here with Tank. Y'all see how I move. I defend Shakur Stevenson and I'll talk and I'll let him know when he's wrong. I defend Bud Crawford and I'll let him know when he's wrong. I'll defend Errol Spence, but I'll let him know when he's wrong. I'll defend Gervonta, but I'll let him know when he's wrong. It is what it is. So y'all already know what this is, man. Dean by any means. And I'll holler at y'all.